Hey everyone, thank you for being here. I am going to adjust that just a little bit. Thank you. All right, so hi, I'm Holly, psychic medium, energy reader, and I like to start with the vibe, and then we will move on to whatever the reading might bring. Okay, so I am feeling a little high strung today, a little angsty. I know that's not a word, but I've made it one. A little angst filled. I have been not irritable, not mad or anything. I mean, I'm in a happy mood, barring, well, current events and such. But I'm sorry, my nose is drippy. And my little kitty cat was just on my lap a minute ago, and sometimes she gets me a little hairy. But anyway, um, yeah. So I am really working hard to tune into the vibe, and I ask Spirit repeatedly, help me to understand what the message is, and then I offered suggestions. Is it to relax? Do we need to just calm down? What is going on? Because I don't feel like it's just me. um and then I stopped and realized what I was doing, so I asked Spirit, just tell me, what is the message, what is the vibe for Wednesday and this week in general. And that's when I picked up this one, trust in the process. And I can still hear almost like this little bit of a chuckle, and that is Spirit. Um, it helps me to relax when I know that trusting in the process means trusting in our divinity, in the divinity we believe in outside of ourselves, that we're connected to the all that is, the creator of all things. And so I dug in a little bit more, and when I asked further, I heard there are things happening. Uh, there are things that are happening that, if you are having similar feelings that we don't know anything about, there is a reason for the madness, is what I'm hearing. And that could be in your own personal life. I feel like this is a very personal reading. This is not a current event or political reading. I feel like this is just to make that clarification. So this does feel very personal. Something is about to change. And sometimes when that change and that feeling of change starts to build, it creates anxiety and nervousness. But trust in the process, and trust that peace and resolution is about to happen. Okay. So trust in the process. That's all right. That's pretty good. All right. Let's get into some messages. All right. And I need to, I just felt something pop. So I need to sit up straight. All right. The Gilded Tarot. We're going to use this deck. It is a pocket deck. I'm seeing the High Priestess card in my head. That's been coming up all week. When the High Priestess makes up her mind, or if she's crossed one too many times, it is truly, well, it's not something you want to do. Let's put it that way. What all do we have here? So a bunch fell out on my lap, but I mean, it's like a ton of the deck, so I'm just not even going to take those because it's too many, and I'm shuffling anyway. So Spirit, why am I seeing the image of the card, the High Priestess, in my head right now? When we trust in the process, that's how we find peace within ourselves. However, what I'm hearing about this image of the High Priestess card is you are getting ready to be called into a very active role in your own life. Maybe you've been sitting back a little passively. Maybe you've been, maybe you felt like you've been taking the high road. There's a difference between taking the high road and not saying what you need to say and speaking your truth. I feel like whomever this is for in the collective, you are the high priestess in your own life and among your friends. People, if people are always looking to you for answers or come to you with questions, more than likely, it's not that you're the Empress and the Gaia energy and the caretaker, which you might feel like that sometimes. Instead, I think it's because you hold a very specific wisdom and knowledge that other people don't have. Or they could, possibly, if they dug deep enough. But very often people don't want to do their own work. And tell me I'm wrong. I mean, some people do, but the ones who, I think a lot of the time most people just don't want to do the hard work, right? All right, sadly. Now, so if this is your reading and you are the high priestess, you are getting ready to, you're going to excel and you're going to show a phenomenal amount of strength. And that might threaten people and it might scare people a little bit. You are stepping into the phase of your life where it's time for you to be fully as powerful as you really are. And that might even be a little scary for you. Sometimes taking the high road is not taking the high road. It's simply not saying what needs to be said. Okay. All right. So let's get back to this. Gilded Tarot. Let's see if we can get a specific message for the collective. This week's got some interesting readings in it already. Okay. All right. All right. We got 2 here. Huh. All right. All right, well, these are just all over the place. The ones that didn't. All right, these are the 2 that actually flipped out, or 3 that flipped out. Let's go over these first. All right, first we have the Emperor. And if you hear my stomach again, I swear I have got to start planning when I do the videos at a better time because I'm hungry again. It's ridiculous. All right, so we have the Emperor. And remember, gender does not matter in the reality. It's about the energy of the card. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. All right, let's keep going. The Knight is a very slow-moving one. He's just in his armor, shielded, protected, and guarded. That Knight is shielded, protected, and guarded. And I think pretending to be an emperor when in reality he really is... Hello, stomach. I hear you. This is not a bad person. It's a confused person. And they think they're doing the right thing by shielding themselves when this is what could be a reality for them, being the emperor. The emperor is the one who is the closest to the divine energy as you can get. And then this last one, the 9 of Cups, or not Cups, 9 of Pentacles. This is someone who is lavishing. This is someone who is lavishing his or herself in all that they have, all that they want. But that appears to be all that they have. There is going to be a transformation, however, because there is a butterfly in this one. There is a butterfly that is flying. It's not in a cocoon. The transformation is almost complete. Let's see if we can, no, not this one. All right, for clarification, and I want something a little more specific, please, Spirit. Okay, let's look at the Rider-Waite Tarot. This is a little mini one. Give me clarification, please. I would like clarification about the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. What does this mean, please? What does all of this mean? Huh. Okay. All right, this one flipped out twice while I was trying to even just split the deck, so I'm going to take it. The Knight of Cups. So this has to do with the fledgling offer of romance. The fledgling offer of either self-love or love of someone else. Boy, that looks an awful lot like a Knight of Pentacles. That horse is not in a race. It's picking up like one leg, 1 foot. What is the message here? This one, it started to flip. 10 of Wands, carrying a heavy burden. Ooh, it just fell right out of my hands. I believe that means that this person knows they may know what they want now, but they feel like they're still carrying a heavy burden, and that will be released. The 4 of Wands just fell upright on the table. So they want celebration. They want the best of all things. They want this life of the 9 of Pentacles. There are forces working against this person, however, because they're dragging their feet. They don't know what they want. They think they know what they want, but the next day they don't. So it's kind of fickle. And there are forces working against that knight in the form of a magician, someone who is very good with alchemy, someone who is very good at maybe chants or, and I don't want to say incantations to scare anybody, but I mean, ho'oponopono, with that mantra, it's stating over and over again what you want to make it real. So this person is very good, I believe, with words. This person is, yeah, it's just words. This person knows, this person is, help me out, because I keep hearing good with words. Okay, that's all well and good, but manifesting through thought. Okay. Manifesting through thought. And when they speak it into being, it becomes true. So, who is the Emperor? Yet to be seen. All right. So we don't know who is an Emperor yet. What we do know is that we have a Knight of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Pentacles. We have a Knight of Cups. We have a 10 of Swords, we have a 4 of Swords, and we have a Magician. We also have, let me cover them up, we also have the Lovers, which doesn't have to be 2 people. It could be a decision being made. We have the 9 of Wands, the 9 and the 10, and then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. Help me, tell me if I'm wrong, Spirit. Redirect, if need be. But what I believe is that this is the beginning of turning into the Emperor. Oh, I'm getting a yes on that. Okay, good. So there is evolution and change happening, a metamorphosis of such. However, one goes from completely guarded, and the metamorphosis and the change happens, but only slightly. At least we go from the 10 to the 9 in terms of carrying too heavy of a burden. Is it really a burden? In the eyes of the person, it is. So for them, it is a burden. But then we have someone who's good with words. And there is a decision to be made. This card can have a lot of meanings. I feel like this is someone who is happy in their decision. And it is also an announcement to be made. There is an announcement that is going to be made. Who's making the announcement? The Magician. If this is your reading and you have any idea what this is about, and you're willing to put it in the comment section, just briefly, you don't have to do a whole lot, or if you can take it and you understand what this means and where it's going, if you just write yes, I would be very curious about that. Okay, let's open this up in the middle. Oh, and now we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So there is a King of Swords watching. Okie dokie. So from a distance. I feel like that is a non-issue, though. All right, let's take a look at this deck, because this is the one that I'm drawn to. Let's look at the Unfolding Path Tarot. All very strange. I really do not understand this. Is there a work application? No. I'm hearing this is more likely a family issue. So this could be a family issue. Family, and I'm hearing relation or relationship issue. I don't feel like it's friendship. Yeah. Maybe community-based. Okay. So this would fall under the categories. This reading, if it hits home, I would say would fall under the category of maybe family relationships, but more than likely a romantic relationship or a community-based decision is being made. Okay. Because very often the community that we belong to or that we try to fit into is the family that we make. Okay? All right. Mother and Father God, please help me to understand. Well, hello. Oh my gosh. Help me to understand the meaning, is what I was getting ready to say, of this particular reading for whomever it applies for in the collective. And the World card didn't just flip out. It went flying out on the table and then onto the floor. That's a pretty card. All right. And yet again, she looks like a high priestess. All right, so the World, how does this apply? Oh, they want me to get another card. Okay, and then go into it. Let me get all the cards out first. All right, Mother and Father God, what is the clarification for this reading? Please help me to understand. If someone in the collective resonates with this, please let them know how, through whatever means possible, that this is their reading. I ask for clarity. Give me the words to know what to say, because right now none of this is making sense to me. And we have this one that just flipped over. It is the Six of Coins. Hold on a minute. Open it to the middle. King of Pentacles, yet again. Okay. Now, this one on top. And yet again, Ten of Wands. Okay. All right, that storyline's getting old, people. All right, and we're going to do, not this one, this one. Yes, okay. Lightseer's Tarot for a little bit further clarification. Listen to my voice. What is going on with that? All right. I mean, I feel okay. I'm a little tired. Okay, I'm a lot tired, but yeah, I don't know why I'm losing my voice. Okay. All right. What is the message for the collective, please? Please clarify this. Please clarify this for me. Because I'm hearing the word stagnation. That King of Pentacles, who was the Knight of Pentacles, who could be an Emperor. It's like he's still trying to drag around that burden. And the two cards that just came out, the Eight of Swords and the Moon. So this is a person who, and I heard the word stagnation before these even came out. So, all right. What else? Anything else? Anything else? What does the moon represent, please? Help me to understand. Yep, let's do it again. What does the moon represent, please? What knowledge that King of Pentacles is even keeping information from, not information, but he's keeping the truth from himself. He can't even admit the truth to himself. Oh boy. High Priestess and the Star. If this is your reading, you're going to be just fine. You are not the King of Pentacles here. Oh, I hate it when this card comes up. I opened it to the middle because that's what I heard to do. Three of Swords, and it is the most painful Three of Swords ever. And then also with it, jumped out because it attached itself to my finger from a different place in the deck, the Three of Cups. So there is a third person who is on the fringe, I think. Not directly in this situation, but could be causing an issue. But this is where it ends up for this King of Pentacles. Because of self-fulfilling prophecy. Because refusing to let go of that bag of wands. Refusing. Absolutely refusing. So we come full circle right back to where we started. It's easier to go back to the past than to live in the future. What else do you want me to say about that? This person is... And I know that's usually a cups kind of thing, the Six of Cups, but this person's also fixated on money. Whoops. Arm fell off the table. Yep, I'm graceful. All right, so this King of Pentacles does not understand the emotional wealth possessed, but is fixated on this notion of deserving. But yet refuses to let go of that burden, which ends in self-inflicted turmoil, self-inflicted pain, and heartbreak. This is not a happy reading, y'all. It is for you. Hold on. And this person is not admitting a truth to, since it is a king, we're going to say him. This person is not admitting a truth to himself. My stomach had stopped growling and then it started growling again. I'm going to take that as validation right at this moment. I feel like that King of Pentacles makes headway. Doesn't quite get it to be, doesn't quite get to be an emperor, but is beyond being a knight. But as a king, that self-imposed sense of lack. And there's a fluctuation between the sense of almost entitlement, but yet not feeling good enough as well, self-deprecation. It's an odd mixture here. It's almost like dealing with two people, but I know this is for one person. And then we have this Ten of Wands and this Eight of Swords, it's like, start doing some ho'oponopono, you know? It's like if you don't see yourself as worthy, the universe could hand you things all day long, but you'll still see it as a burden and put it down. But then carry the things that you don't need to. Man. Okay, bottom line with the Moon card. With the Moon card. This individual, whomever it is, because I feel like this might be someone you're either dealing with in your periphery, a family member, it could even be a sibling. I don't think it's a spouse, but it could be someone that is in your life maybe, or again, on the periphery some way. Because it's not focusing on the Magician right now. It's just focusing on this King. So that King is not admitting a truth to himself about something. Help me out, Spirit. What is the King not admitting to himself? Who he is, where he is, and what he really wants. Who he is. Huh. Interesting. All right. So let's focus on you. Because you are that High Priestess. And remember, I kept seeing the card. That was only 26 and a half minutes ago. But remember way back then, 26 and a half minutes ago? Yeah, so you are the High Priestess, and you are about to speak your truth. Because you are reaching for the stars. You are one of the stars in the sky. It doesn't matter how much you want the best for everyone. People have to be willing to do their part. And they have to be willing to accept the here and now and what is in front of them. But unfortunately, there are people who don't want to do that. Much like this King, who will forever have this as their bumper sticker of life because they don't seem to understand that they have everything in front of them. All right. Well, that's not a very happy reading. It is for you because you come out just fine. I mean, if you are the High Priestess and this is your reading, you are doing really well. For the other person, the Magician, I have no idea. I feel like that's going to unfold in a little while. Not yet. All right, so let's take a look at the Angels and Aura's Oracle. What is the message from the Angels and Aura's Oracle? All right, saying stop right here. Pick up the one on the top. You're ready. Time to take the training wheels off. Definitely, it is time to take the training wheels off. Aw. Oh, look at all this. Oh, wow. Back to back. Fourth card, please. All right, self-employment. Okay. I didn't really feel that one, but I thought, what the heck. All right. So, 4 Archangel cards back to back. Feels like I've got playing cards here. All right, we have Zadkiel wearing purple. We have Uriel wearing red. Aww. And we have Raphael wearing green. I feel like the Uriel, if someone is about to stop worrying about financial issues. All right, I don't know where that came from, but it's just an extra little message, I guess. All right, everyone. I think I'm going to call it a day with that. In the meantime, if that was not your reading, then maybe you will resonate with the vibe, which is to trust the process. There are, right now we are incredibly surrounded by spirit, guardians, and guides. If you are ready, when you are ready, reach out and ask for their intervention in all areas of your life. It does make a difference. And the word clarity is coming up, to be shown clarity. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so tired. All right. I think it's just the vibe. That's another vibe this week, being tired. And apparently hungry. I am wishing you all well. Take care, and we will talk very soon. And remember, you are a high priestess. You don't have to ask for permission to be yourself. Whatever's going on with anyone else in your life, or anyone on the periphery, or anyone who's a friend of someone that you care about, or whatever is going on. And they want me to mention this. Because we carry the energy very often in our energetic field of people we care about, then we also may pick up some of their issues, and that's how this reading might trickle down too. But so everything is made of energy, right? So be careful with your thoughts. Think of yourself in the best and in the highest terms. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get circular and ramble now, so I'm going to go. All right. We will talk soon. Have a good night. Have a good evening. And have a good day. And I'm sending you so much love and gratitude. You have no idea how much love and gratitude I'm sending you. Be well. Bye-bye.